Welcome back to Talk Time with Stand and Stan. This is number 6 in the series. Today's topic at hand will start off with text messaging and how Stan feels that text messaging and abbreviations is hurting our society. Here's Stan.
Text messaging, abbreviations, these stupid little acronyms we come up with. We don't want to spend a second's thought on how we're trying to say things, what we mean, or what we're saying. We'll replace the word at with, the little at symbol and that kind of thing. And these seem like small things. They seem like I never text message. I'm fundamentally opposed to text messaging. We are watering down and creating a vacuum out of our own ideas when we do this. This is why, another big reason why our culture is in the shape that it's in. We are quickly becoming a society of text message thinkers. We're just these little simple platitudes we are mistaking for knowledge or meaning. I had a person today, he's my friend on YouTube, write me a big, long, full message about how he's an atheist and how he arrived at atheism and what he thinks about religion. And this was pages and pages long, and it was intercut with these little sort of apologies for the message being so long. And I told him, I don't think I'm overstepping my bounds by saying this, I told him, don't ever apologize for leaving me a long message. It brightens my day. It gives me hope. And I told him, when you respond to this thing, don't send me a message. Send me an essay. If we're talking about these big subjects that have real full meanings, send me an essay. Send me 20,000 words. That is crucial to us being real thinkers, not just passive observers.
I think that covers it. I'll address that again. Let's talk about the abbreviation one really quick, because I did see a video about this, and it said LOL, and it shows the guy typing it in. Various different text messages come up, and he's just typing it in, and then it zooms in on his face, and what is he not doing? He's not laughing. LOL stands for laughing out loud. And I think about when I do write that, and I do use it every now and then, how many times have I used it and I wasn't laughing out loud? And I'm like, I'm doing a disservice. I shouldn't even bother. If I'm not laughing, if I don't think it's funny, I should just not say anything at all.
I couldn't agree with you more, and moreover, what you're doing is you're disconnecting yourself from your real thoughts, your real feelings, and your real self. You are totally, when we text message, and we're driving in our car, hopefully not driving in a car, but we're doing whatever, and we furiously type out these little quick little text messages when our minds are on something completely different. Our minds are always on what's immediate. When we text message, it's usually just this sort of, we're almost dismissing the person that we're talking to by text messaging them because they're not in the we cannot possibly text message anyone where the ideas we're trying to convey are in the forefront of our minds. It's not possible, I don't think. And so what you're doing is you're removing yourself not only from your own ideas and emotions, but you're removing yourself from the person. This person becomes some sort of static, non-existent thing while you're doing that.
I'd asked Stan earlier a question about why God gave us free will, or if saying the sentence, God's given us free will, if that was even a fair statement. Stan had this to say.
If there is a God, and I'm defining God as in the way that Anselm did, Anselm failed to prove God's existence. I think he only came up with a sufficient definition for him. If we define God as that being, a being than which no greater being can be conceived, and I think he is, if God is a maximum, then God will by nature do and create things to their highest potential and to the highest good. And if we examine the fact that freedom is preferable to non-freedom, which I think that's fair to say, then God must create that which he creates with freedom, even the freedom to disregard the good and himself. So that, I think, would lend some philosophical credence to the idea, if there is a God, that he created human beings with freedom. I hope that's a satisfactory answer to the question.